bliss. Sip Tina, sip Sagai, sip Lakshmi, sip Alina Vasaya, sip Meera, sip Dattatray, sip Rajendra, sip Krishan, sip Atmatray, original Dattatray, sip Sonia Malhotra, sip Parvati Amma. So some new members in the call. I welcome the new members, just as I welcome our regular guests on this call. Administrator, today's subject of discussion: why should one seek enlightenment? Seems like a very basic question, very basic. Why are we asking this question after 2.5 years of a Zoom call? So let us see. And please ask any question that you would like. We have Ru Mataji and Ashok Chotwani to start as our spiritual champions. Ru Mataji, yes, please. Why should one seek enlightenment? Ru Mataji and Chotwani. Ru Mataji, unmute. Ru Mataji. Okay.
प्रणाम गुरुजी.
प्रणाम माताजी, बताइए.
शिवोहम.
शिवोहम.
Guruji, I have few points, or I have to say in one sentence.
No, today is not one point. Why should one seek enlightenment? You can say as many points as you like.
Guruji, first thing is we seek enlightenment because we are illuminated by the light of truth, that we are not the body, not mind, which we appear to be, but we are the divine soul.
Why? Why? Today's question is, why should we seek? Why should one seek enlightenment?
Because we want to enjoy Satchitanand.
Good.
We want
Okay.
to be in Satchitanand because it removes our ignorance that we are body, our suffering of the body, agony of the mind, and misery of the mind is removed. And we are enlightened.
Okay, good. So, Rumataji says, we seek enlightenment because the purpose is there. We want that bliss, we want the peace, we want that state of Satchitanand. We don't want to be the body, mind, ego. Many points Rumataji has said. But let's go to Chotwani. Chotwani, Lakshmi, Samatma. Chotwani, why should one seek enlightenment?
Shivam, sir.
Shivam.
Sir, one should seek enlightenment because this world is full of dukkha. Everyone is full of dukkha. Everyone thinks this world is real.
Okay.
And due to attachment and desires, everyone is getting triple suffering of body, mind, and ego.
Good.
And there is no peace in our life.
Very beautiful.
A person who seeks enlightenment first achieve self-realization and God-realization and become free from triple suffering and live a life of a yogi, a Jivan Mukta. That's why one seek enlightenment. One should seek enlightenment.
Very beautiful. Very beautiful. Beautifully said many points. So I don't know if I can capture what Ashok said, but Ashok said so many points, right? Said that this world is dukkha. This world is dukkha, and we are living in ignorance, and we seek enlightenment so that we can be free from this dukkha. We can be living a life of peace, of bliss. Because people who are living in this world are living with suffering. There's no peace. There are problems, and people don't know how to deal with problems. The people who are living in this world, there is so much anger, hate, revenge, jealousy. There is fear, there is worry, there is stress, there is anxiety. Oh, there are many problems. There are too many problems in this world, too many problems. But the person who is enlightened is free from all the problems. So good answer, Chotwani. Lakshmi, Samatma, Atmatre. Lakshmi. Lakshmi is frozen. Samatma. Samatma. Lakshmi, your signal is not okay. Lakshmi, we cannot hear you.
To complete the life cycle of moksha.
Yeah, but we cannot hear. Your signal is not good, Lakshmi. Okay, Samatma. Unmute, please. Yeah, go ahead.
Ashok ji, said most of the things, but I want to add one more thing. If you want to be free from the cycle of death and rebirth and attain moksha, then you have to be enlightened.
Yeah, I think very good. Lakshmi was trying to say something like that. We could not hear, but you're right. Enlightenment is the way to liberation. Enlightenment is realization. Realization is liberation. Liberation is freedom from death and rebirth. It is moksha. It is nirvana. It is salvation. And we want that because that is the ultimate purpose of life. Why are we alive? See, we can eat idli, or we can eat dosa or puri or pav bhaji. We can eat Thai or Chinese. Huh? Some people ask me, should we get married or not married? It doesn't matter. You get married or you don't get married. It doesn't, whether I should live in Bangalore or Bombay or New York or London, it doesn't matter. Whether I belong to Hinduism, Jainism, Buddhism, Christianity, doesn't matter. None of these matter. What matters is, are you enlightened? What matters is, are you in that state of bliss? Are you in that state of peace? So have you got, okay, I should not be saying it, because enlightenment leads to two steps, step 1 and step 2. Let me see, Atmatray, Krishan, Rekha. Atmatray. Thank you, Samatma.
Yes. Ships. Sir,
Sir, bolo. Atmatray.
to get free from all the karma, enlightenment is necessary.
Beautiful. Beautiful point. Nobody has told till now. Anybody told? Chotwani, did you tell? Enlightenment. Atmatray says we should seek enlightenment because enlightenment will free us from karma. And when we are free from karma, dear Mr. Atmatray, then we will be free from this drama. And then there will be no trauma.
Yes.
There will be no trauma because we will realize it's a drama, and because we will be free from karma. So enlightenment is the way. Beautiful, beautiful.
Yes.
Krishan, thank you.
Thank you.
Krishan.
Shivaham, sir.
Shivaham,
If I have to reply in one line, enlightenment is the purpose of the life of any human being. If life is a river, enlightenment is the sea where our soul is met with that supreme power.
So good. So enlightenment is, in one line, what did you say? Make it repeat once again for everybody.
If I have to explain enlightenment, it's purpose of life.
Good. Christian says enlightenment is the purpose of life. It is the purpose. If life is like a river, the river should merge with the ocean. So our soul has to become one with SIP, with the supreme soul. People don't know. So many of you go to so many religious groups, you follow some scripture, you follow some guru, then you come and ask me the question, what is the relation between my soul and God? Then what is the difference between, because you listen to so many speakers and you follow so many scriptures and you read so many books and you get so confused.
If
So
I apply in this practical life, all the religion, like all the rivers are merged in a sea, in a Mahasagar. The same
Correct.
kind of thing happened with us. All the religions, all the ways are going on that supreme power.
Good. So what is enlightenment, Krishan?
Enlightenment is the technique or a way to live like life like as a yogi. If you want to live like as a yogi, you are a enlightenment person.
Okay. Good. Let us listen to Bliko, and then Lakshmi is back. Lakshmi, your connection was not good. Please check your connection, Lakshmi. Bliko, and then Lakshmi.
Shivoham, everybody.
Shivoham, sir.
I'm not saying anything new, but it is a repetition because my words I written is already spoken. Like
No
purpose
problem.
Purpose of life is enlightenment.
Good.
So it is a question like, what is the purpose of life? Like, why should I get enlightenment? Because that is the purpose of life.
Good. Good.
And the acronym, it reminded me the acronym of life, LIFE.
Yeah.
Life, L is for liberation from suffering and pain.
Yeah.
Because samsara is suffering, right?
Yeah.
I is ignorance to be removed.
Yeah.
And F is finding the truth, the purpose of life, and live like a yogi. That is finding. And
Okay.
you get it. And E is for enlightenment, to be free from all these things. This is the first step, and then you get liberated. When your body is gone, you are not taking rebirth.
Good, very good, Bliko. Very simple. Bliko is given the very basic truth of life. What is the purpose of life? Are we supposed to just eat and drink and sink? Are we supposed to eat and drink and think and sink? No, this is not what we are supposed to do. We are not supposed to die. We are supposed to find out who am I. And who am I is enlightenment. Enlightenment means to switch on the light. And if you switch on the light, you overcome the darkness. So many people, Lakshmi, I hope your connection is good. Lakshmi,
Sir?
speak. Yes, speak. Please speak.
Yes, sir. So we have come on this earth to find out what we have to do, and to get moksha, we have to complete our life cycle.
So why we need enlightenment?
Then only we'll be enlightened.
Okay. No. Only when we get enlightenment, we'll attain moksha, what you are saying. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Switch off your video so you all have a better connection. Lakshmi, you have a weak connection. Switch off your video. So Lakshmi, can you hear me now?
Yes, sir, I can hear you.
Yeah. So now with your video off, we can hear you. So you're right. Enlightenment is the way to moksha. Moksha is the purpose of life. Thank you, Lakshmi. So we have got many new people. We will take Bhavna, and we will take Dattatreya, and then
Yes.
then Yogini and Rutanu. Bhavna, yes, Bhavna. Bhavna, unmute Bhavna. Yes.
Hello, can you hear me? Am I audible?
Yes, Bhavna. Please speak.
I don't know whether my questions really disturb you or I ask nuisance questions. I don't know. But whenever I'm in a meeting, I'm always with a question mark.
Very good. That means, you know what? When you're in a meeting and you're in a question mark, means you are awake. When somebody's in a meeting and they're not with any question, means then they are not awake. So it's good. If you have question, it's very good. Please ask us your question. And no question is silly. Please ask your question.
I generally think enlightened minds are givers, not the takers. For me, this is the definition. They're just the givers, not the takers. And
Okay,
I generally think...
Let me tell you, it is givers and takers do not define enlightenment. Just to tell you, all givers are not enlightened. And all takers are not people who are not enlightened. We cannot differentiate like that. So I'm asking you the question, according to you, Bhavna, why should one seek enlightenment?
That's what I don't have any answer for it.
Okay, please understand. Do you know the meaning of enlightenment? Because you're one of the newcomers in this call, maybe less than 1 month, I think maybe 2 weeks since I've seen you.
Yeah.
What is, according to you, what is the meaning of enlightenment?
For me, it is something that will raise you above your daily life. Like I generally think when God has no 5 senses, like taste, smell, nobody has seen, nobody knows where God is.
Yeah.
If I will come to know according to you what is enlightenment, maybe I will be aware who God is, why
So
I'm here.
let me explain to you. Suppose you enter your house and there is not a single light. It's completely pitch dark. Can you see anything?
No, not at all.
No. So just like your house is dark, if you want to see, what will you do? The first thing when you enter your house, what will you do?
I switch on the light.
Enlightenment means that, to switch on the light. Where? Not in your room, not in your house, but inside your body. Inside your body. To realize who you are. You are not Bhavna. Your name is Bhavna, but you are not Bhavna. You are not this body. This body came later. This body will die, but you, who is not Bhavna, you are the soul, you are the Atma, you are the Paramatma. This is enlightenment. You don't, even if I tell you, you don't, this is knowledge. Knowledge is not what you get in a college, right? That's okay. That's not enlightenment. Enlightenment means inside your head, there must be a spark of realization. And why we should get that spark of realization? Because that spark of realization will create a transformation. And that transformation will create a metamorphosis. Otherwise, we people are enveloped in the darkness of ignorance. We are living with a myth we have grown up with. We believe the lies that God lives in the skies. All this is rubbish. And enlightenment makes us realize the truth. So Bhavna, please apply your mind for the next question. Dattatray, another new member, Dattatray. Thank you, Bhavna. Dattatray.
Yes, sir. Am I audible?
Very well. Namaskar. Please tell us, Dattatray.
Yeah. My understanding of enlightenment is basically understanding and realizing the relation between myself, my own self, that is the Atma, and Paramatma.
Very good.
To understand that both are not separate, only one thing. That is one part. That is my understanding. And second part is why do we actually aim for enlightenment? Because even though we experience happiness and sorrow here, whatever karmas we are doing, but after having the enlightenment, I think there is absolutely no sorrow. Even if we speak of moksha means getting out of this cycle of birth and then death again. But after enlightenment, I think there is no sorrow, but uh, unbound happiness of merging with the supreme power. So
Beautiful.
that we could seek.
Beautiful. Well said, Dattatray. I think you're new to this call. Maybe last few weeks only you are in this call.
A couple of weeks.
But Dattatray, we have to move from a stage of knowledge. I know, I understand. You speak these words. I know, I understand. When you reach a state of enlightenment, you don't know and you don't understand. You realize. I'll explain to you.
Yeah.
Recently, I went to Singapore. And when I went to Singapore, I was searching for one shop. And every time I go to Singapore, I have to search for that favorite shop of mine. So I'm looking left, right, which lift, which escalator. So one time I know where it is, but I have to find it. Then second time also I go, I know where it is, but I have to find it. Then third time I have to go, I know better, but still I have to find it. But after 2, 3, 4 times, I don't have to find it. I can close my eyes and I can walk to it. So I'm just giving an example. Realization means you don't have any doubt. You don't need to have a GPS. You don't need to memorize. You don't need to analyze. It is because you realize. Enlightenment is that spark where it is in your blood. It is in your breath. So that is enlightenment.
One more little point I want to add, sir.
Yes, sir.
That yesterday you spoke about I am not born on the day when my mother gives me birth.
Correct.
But the point 9 months before, and that is only a single dot I am.
Correct.
And since that time, I am feeling so relieved. I am feeling very relieved.
No, but that is the first sign of enlightenment. That is, see, let me tell you, Dattatray, let me explain to you. Now tell me, yesterday, what you heard,
yes, sir.
Was that enlightenment?
Maybe little step, I don't know.
Let me explain to you. Have you ever played a jigsaw puzzle? Have you done jigsaw puzzle?
Yes.
So in a jigsaw puzzle, you take one piece and you put 1 piece, 2 piece, 3 piece, 4 piece, 5 piece. But you have not solved the puzzle. But when all the pieces fit in the place, that is enlightenment. What you did yesterday was one piece was in the place. Another piece will fall in place. These are called realizations. What happened yesterday? Arey yaar, I was born then. That is one realization. The next realization you should get, what was I? There was no body, but I was there. Imagine Dattatray, no name, no Dattatray, no body. But still you were already alive in your mother's womb. That is another realization. When all the realizations come together, there's a beautiful book. It's called The Spiritual Jigsaw Puzzle. You must read that. When all the realizations come together, that is enlightenment. Okay, good. Thank you, Dattatray. Rutanu.
Shivoham, Guruji.
Shivoham, bolo Rutanu.
Guruji, the life, the spiritual path that we have taken, when we reach the ultimate happiness and when we realize God, it is at that time that we get enlightenment. And
but why? You have said the answer correctly. But why should one seek that enlightenment?
So that we get rid of this birth and death cycle and we can accept our life joyfully.
Good,
even
beautiful.
If there are
So
miseries,
the way to say it is,
accept it joyfully.
the way to say it, Rutanu, we must get enlightenment because one, it is liberation from all suffering on earth, and two, liberation from cycle of rebirth. Liberation from all suffering on earth and liberation from the cycle of rebirth. This is
And
two key.
we
Yeah.
leave our anger, jealousy, and whatever negative emotions are there, we leave them behind, and
You don't leave them. You don't leave them behind. They disappear from you. You don't have to leave them. They don't exist because you realize. So therefore, you don't have to carry the baggage.
So we are in total contentment.
Good. We are beyond contentment and beyond achievement and beyond fulfillment because we have reached a state of enlightenment. Huh? Yogini. Yes, Yogini. Thank you. Yogini.
Shivam, sir.
Shivam, Yogini.
Enlightenment is liberation from I square. That is ignorance and I myself.
Good. But why? Why should I be liberated from I? Why
I
this
should be
enlightenment?
liberated from I so that I don't come back to this world.
Okay, good. That is the answer. So why should one seek enlightenment? I think somebody told beautifully. I think was it Atmatray or was it Bliko or who? I don't know. Or Christian. We said this samsar is dukkha. I'm not sure who used the word. This samsar is dukkha. You know how many of us are suffering? You know how many of us are suffering? There is fear. There is worry. There is stress. There is anxiety. Huh? Anxiety attacks. How many of us get anxiety attacks? Ah, who, he, ha, who, he. What's this? This is the mind. But where is the mind? You cannot find. So where is the ego? There is no ego. There is no ego. Then why anger, hate, revenge, and jealousy? For what? Who becomes jealous? Who burns in the fire of jealousy? So enlightenment liberates us. So the answer is enlightenment liberates us. Thank you, Yogini. Ru Mataji.
Thank you, sir.
प्रणाम गुरुजी.
प्रणाम माताजी, बताइए.
गुरुजी, ना कोई अपना रहता है ना पराया रहता है. Duality, we are removed from duality.
Very good. Very good. ऐसे मत बोलिए कि ना कोई अपना रहता है, बोलो सब अपने हो जाते हैं.
हाँ जी,
ऐसे नहीं कि ना कोई अपना है, ना सब अपने हो जाते हैं, कोई पराया नहीं.
Yes, Guruji, correct.
Because there is no duality. There is no duality. You feel the oneness. Somebody asked me the question yesterday, I think in Kora. What is the difference between being alone and being lonely? I think we should have a separate session on this. I am alone, but I am never lonely. I am alone, but I am never lonely. And I am never lonely because I am never alone. Although I am alone, I am not alone. Because I feel the presence of Sip all the time, everywhere. There is no loneliness. I am never alone. So this is enlightenment. Yeah, we have next Bala. Yes, Bala, Vijay, Girish, and Rekha. Bala, Vijay, Girish, and Rekha. Bala, unmute Bala. Vijay, unmute Vijay.
Pranam Guruji.
Pranam Vijay.
Guruji, that mind is myth. Mind is myth, and therefore enlightenment is also myth. We aspire to enlightenment. That desire is the root cause of the desire is mind. Therefore, mind is myth and everything is myth.
No. Mind is myth, but enlightenment is not myth. Enlightenment is to realize that everything is myth. Enlightenment is the process of realizing the mind is myth. Don't say enlightenment is myth. Enlightenment is not myth.
That great scripture said that everything is nothing.
No. You are not interpreted. You are not interpreting in the right way. Enlightenment is reality. Enlightenment is not a myth. Please don't say like that. If you have a question, please send it to me on WhatsApp. Then we will discuss. Thank you. Next, Bala. Yes, Bala, please speak, Bala.
Pranam Guruji.
Pranam, Bala.
According to me, enlightenment means Manusha Janma mila hai after crossing 85 lakhs yoni.
Okay.
And there should be some purpose in the life. That's why I have got this janam. सो
Okay.
और मनुष्य ही एक ऐसा जीव है कि जिसको विवेक है और जिसको समझ है.
Beautiful.
समझ है, पर वो समझ हम लोगों को पर्पस ऑफ लाइफ फाइंड आउट करने के लिए यूज करना है.
Correct. Very beautiful. कहाँ से सीखा आपने सभी बातें? Very good. Very
Yeah,
good. Very good.
I am following satsang from too many years, but उसका सब कुछ निचोड़ बता रही हूँ मैं.
No, very good. Bala, what you're saying is very correct. What Bala's saying, we have got this human birth. Bala, we do not know how many unis. Bala, ये बात कभी repeat मत करना. Bala, 85 lakh unis हमने सुना है. किसी को proof नहीं है. Like somebody says Shiva was a yogi so many 10, 20, 30,000 years back. नहीं, किसी को नहीं पता कि शिवा किसने 10,000 साल पहले, 15,000, 20,000 साल पहले किसी ने नहीं देखा है. हमें इन सब बातों पे नहीं गौर करना है. Okay, Bala? But what you said is this human birth is the only birth where we have got, you said samaj. Please don't say samaj. We have got buddhi. We have got vivek. We have got intellect. हमें वो बुद्धि को यूज करना है, विवेक को यूज करना है, इंटेलेक्ट से डिस्क्रिमिनेट करना है. And we have to realize I am not this body, I am not the mind and ego, I am the divine soul. This is enlightenment. Very beautifully said, Bala. Although small words I corrected, but very beautifully said, Bala. Thank you, Bala.
Thank you, Guruji. Thank you.
Thank you. Girish, yes, Girish.
If you seek the world, there is no end for your seeking.
Good.
Even if you attain that thing, your eyes will fall on some other thing and you will start seeking that thing. It is never ending. So as to put an end to worldly seeking, you need to seek enlightenment and get it. Then only worldly seeking will end. You should seek only enlightenment.
You're reminding me of that song. You know the song? संसार की माया से मुक्त होना भक्ति से ये होता है. In that one अंतरा is संसार से घर मिल गया सब मिला तो क्या मिला. संसार में जो भी जीता अंत में दुखी होता. संसार से मुक्त होना प्रभु को है पाना. यही मकसद है जीने का. संसार की माया से मुक्त होना. What is संसार की माया से मुक्त होना? Girish, that is enlightenment. संसार की माया से मुक्त होना. We are not mukt. We are caught in thought. We are slaves till we reach our graves. We are the slave of the mind. We are not able to be free. Arey yaar, I feel so sad when I see people who are suffering. I feel so sad, but I cannot do anything. When people are suffering because they are suffering inside of themselves, I cannot do anything. Because enlightenment is not something, I cannot switch on the light inside them. They have to switch on the light themselves. Otherwise, they will cry till they die because they don't realize who am I. Very beautifully said, Girish. Thank you. You inspired some good thoughts in me. Rekha.
Shivam,
Shivam, bol Rekha.
To overcome the darkness within, we need to seek enlightenment.
Very good. Good. Today you are speaking so rightly.
And my today's question is, from where does the sleep come?
See, now one sensible question and one senseless question. Where does the sleep come? Then tomorrow you will tell me where my kidney came from. Then you will ask me where my heart came. Then where my brain came. All these things, it is not a question to ask. Where does sleep come from? Sleep is part of the human system. If there is no sleep, you do one thing. Don't sleep for 3 days, then ask the question to me. From now, I'm telling you, don't sleep. Come to me after 3 days. Then we will talk. Next question, Rutanu.
Sir, Guruji, it is told that when the baby folds his or her hands, then the lines in our palm they come. I heard some. So is astrology true? Is like they अभी इसकी महादशा चल रही है, अभी इसका ये चल रहा है, तो is it a myth or it's true?
क्या रोतनु, इतने सालों के बाद आप पूरे 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 रामायण पढ़ने के बाद आप पूछते राम कौन है?
हाँ, मुझे लगता है कि ट्रू नहीं है, मिथ्या ही है.
complete rubbish है, complete rubbish. It is not thoda rubbish, it is complete rubbish. इसके ऊपर no, use your intellect. Use your intellect. What is the connection of the hand and to do with the lines in the hand? You have to grow. Enlightened people will not get carried away by these things.
Yes, Guruji, I know it is not true, but how come when people see the hand, one or two things become right what they are telling?
There was one Swami. Huh? Rajesh, next is Rajesh Rao and next उसके राजेश के बाद है राजेंद्र. मैं एक स्टोरी बताता हूँ शायर. मैं एक स्टोरी बताता हूँ. एक स्वामी था, रूत अनु, एक स्वामी था. तो एक स्वामी के पास बहुत लोग जाते थे. Because the Swami could foretell कि क्या लड़का होगा या लड़की. तो स्वामी का स्ट्रैटेजी बहुत अच्छा था. Somebody asked the Swami afterwards, सच बोलो कि what is your strategy? Because the Swami, whoever he meets, his answer was very clear, लड़का होगा. With all 100 people, लड़का होगा, लड़का होगा, लड़का होगा. So he knows 50 को लड़का होगा. जिसको लड़की होगी, they will not come to him. जिसको लड़का होगा बोलेगा स्वामी क्या वचन, स्वामी का वचन क्या वचन है, महावचन है. The 50 people will bring another 100 people. After those 100 people come, again he will tell everybody बच्चा लड़का होगा. 50 लड़की होगी, they will not come back to him. जो लड़का होगा बोलेंगे स्वामी का वचन क्या वचन है, महावचन है. Then they will bring another 100.
Tukka. I mean, they just took tukka.
अरे no, let us be clear about these tricks. शायर राजेश बताइए. सर राजेश, शायर राजेश.
सर प्रणाम. शिवम.
प्रणाम सर.
मैं आई डोंट नो मींस आप कैसे उसको कनेक्ट करते हो, तो मैं दिमाग में एक बात है, मैं बोलना चाहता हूँ.
बोलिए.
बोलो, पहना है सबने कागज के लिबास.
पहना है सबने कागज के लिबास.
कागज के लिबास और मन में सबको बारिश का इंतजार है. एनलाइटमेंट इस प्रकार है.
आप क्या, आपने अच्छा कुछ शेर बोला लेकिन आपको मतलब नहीं समझ में आया ना.
ऐसे कहता समझ नहीं आया मेरे को.
Let me tell you one story. There was a gaon. In a gaon, all the villagers used to pray for it to rain. Because from 3 years there was no rain. And Shair, for 3 years, everybody used to go and pray and pray and pray and pray and pray. But in the entire hundreds of people who used to go to pray, only one 8-year-old girl used to come every day to pray with the umbrella in the hand. Only one girl used to come to pray with the umbrella in the hand. It only showed out of the hundreds of people, only one girl had the faith. आज बारिश पड़ेगी. तो हम पहने हैं कागज के लिबास, which means ठीक है, we are wearing what we are decorating ourselves this, and we are waiting for the rain, which means अरे मौत तो आनी है ना शायर, मौत तो सबको आनी है. फिर भी हम मौत सामने खड़ी है, फिर भी हम मौत को एक्सेप्ट नहीं करते हैं. We are not willing to accept. बारिश तो आनी है, तो क्यों कागज के लिबास? Let us realize that death is around the corner. Rajesh, it is not guaranteed tomorrow either you or me. One will be missing. If not tomorrow, then next week or next month or next year. When are we going to realize this? When are we going to realize the simple truth that we are not here forever, but we are the soul that will never die? This is what you have to learn from what you said, but you have to think about it deeper. But your शायरीज are too good. कल परसों मैं आपको ढूंढ रहा था, आप नहीं थे कॉल पे. मैं बार बोला शायर कहाँ नहीं थे आप कॉल पे. राजेंद्र पंडित, thank you राजेश. Rajendra Pandit. Rajesh brings some beautiful shairis to us. We are grateful to Rajesh. Pandit ji.
Shivam Guruji.
Shivam.
Sir, in simple terms, enlightenment leads darkness to light.
Very good.
Only enlightened person can lead a life full of, normally, a normal person can lead a life full of bliss and world, and will be free, and the worldly sufferings will not affect him, as he is aware that it is all Maya, prevailing Maya.
Absolutely sure. Absolutely right.
So this thing will lead to, and this ultimately the enlightenment will lead to moksha or nirvana, which
Perfect.
is the ultimate goal of every Atma, to merge with the Paramatma or the infinite.
Not the goal of every Atma, the goal of every Jivatma. Don't say Atma. It is
Okay,
not the goal of every Atma.
Jivatma, sir.
Okay.
Atma is already Jivatma. Yes.
Atma is
Yes.
already liberated. Atma ko liberation nahi chahiye.
Enlightened. One more that puzzle.
See, I'll tell you what. Let me explain. Very beautifully said, Rajinder. जब हम enlightenment के वो पद पर पहुंचते हैं, when we reach that point, then
Sir.
when we speak, we cannot speak even one word which is wrong. Because when we are speaking the wrong word, we will come to realize that word is wrong. कभी ब्लिको बात करते हैं, मैं ब्लिको को पकड़ता हूँ. Hey, ब्लिको ये word. Then ब्लिको says yes. So that one word, that is the test for us. That is the test for us, where there is no wrong word that comes. Somebody just now told me, I have the knowledge. I have the no. We don't need knowledge. I know about it. We don't use the word knowledge and know. We realize. So you have to use the right terminology. But what you said is very beautiful, 100% beautiful. और कुछ बोलना है आपको?
बस sir, thank you.
Very good, very good. अजितेक दादा, अजितेक आ जाओ.
हाँ जी, शिवम सर.
शिवम कैसे हैं आप?
ठीक है सर, आप बताएं कैसे हैं?
बढ़िया, बताइए.
हाँ जी सर, मैंने आपको प्रश्न ये भेजा है कि
कहाँ भेजा आपने?
आपके सेल पे, इसी पे जूम मीटिंग में.
See, any question is there? ये question आजकल नहीं आता है, पता नहीं क्यों. Even Bliss tries to send a question and I tell Bliss, there is no question, my dear. तो Bliss बोलती है, where is my question? किसको भेजा आपने? Administrator को किसको भेजा?
नहीं सर, आपको ही भेजा मैंने.
Please read out the question. If you please read it.
हाँ जी सर, मैं ऐसा मेरा प्रश्न है कि सर आप ये जो स्टोरीज बताते हैं, इसका सोर्स क्या है? कि दादा जेपी वासवानी जी से आपने सुनी हुई है या कोई बुक्स हैं, बुक्स से आपने पढ़ी?
Source is SIP. Source is the supreme immortal power, SIP. मुझे सोर्स और कोई सोर्स पता नहीं. मुझे एक ही सोर्स मुझे पता है, वो है प्रभु. प्रभु के द्वारा मुझे कहीं से भी आता है. मेरे सर पे टपकता है, मेरे हाथ पे टपकता है, मेरे पेट में आ जाता है. मुझे पता, मेरा कुछ भी नहीं है. मैं कुछ भी नहीं बोलता हूँ. I don't say anything. I don't know anything. I am only a mouthpiece. He knows. SIP knows. Everything is from SIP.
Okay.
Whatever comes to this lip is from SIP. Whatever comes to this lip is from SIP. ठीक है? Vijay Kumar, yes sir.
Sir, a river finds its destiny its own way without any GPS or milestones.
Correct.
Why human being requires that? Let that ship take care.
Amazing. What an amazing question, Vijay Kumar. River finds its destination. Why human being cannot find? Because human being is not a river. That's all. No other difference. If human being became river, then human being does not need Vijay Kumar. Then we also will be like river only, no? So we are not river. We are human being. Okay. So with that beautiful, and sometimes we need some entertainment also. Thank you. So my dear friends, today let us put this subject together, because nobody's asking question. Means it's a signal from SIP for me to put this together. Why should one seek enlightenment? My dear friends, either we can seek achievement. If you seek achievement, you will get pleasure, money, name, fame. Many people, one big Swamiji was giving a big lecture. What is the most important thing in this world? He said it is not money or success. You know what it is? You must have heard at least 20 videos on this. He said it is relationships. And I question, what is the relationship? It's going to end. Relationships are not permanent. Just like pleasure is ephemeral, relationships also will not last forever. But the relationship with SIP is permanent. The relationship with the divine is permanent. The realization that I am not this body, mind, ego. Enlightenment is a permanent flash of light. That's why there's a beautiful poem. I don't know how many of you recite this. Today I'm leaving you with a beautiful mantra. You call it mantra, you call it chant. I am asking you to chant this every day. Samatma, Bliko, Sudeep, I think many of you may be chanting. Bliss, you must learn this chant and you must chant every day. The chant is Asatoma Satgamaya Tamasoma Jyotirgamaya Mrityorma Amrutam Gamaya. Please repeat this. This is the enlightenment chant. Asatoma Satgamaya. Oh my divine, take me from Asat to Sat, from the untruth to the truth. Tamasoma Jyotirgamaya. Take me from darkness to light. Mrityorma Amrutam Gamaya. Take me from death to immortality. This is one of the best chants you can chant. And chant it with the realization, with the meaning in your head. This is the prayer which can be one of the best prayers of the world. I don't know whose prayer it is. Ajitek, don't ask me, sir, ये prayer किसने बताया आपको, कहाँ से आया? मेरे को सब कुछ सिर्फ से आता है. So this is the most beautiful thing. So before I close, Bliss, you want to say something? Bliss? Yes. Yes, speak.
I would like to, you send me, please, with your world. It's Sanskrit. You have to send me in Sanskrit, please.
I will tell you in Sanskrit and English and French, everything I will send you. Bliss is busy translating the book A to Z of Karma in French. Bliss, for your information, she is translating the book in French. But my time is over. We will have to meet again tomorrow at 8. Dattatra, if you don't mind, we will keep your question for tomorrow. Because today the time is crossed. Administrators are going to cut my neck. If she cuts my neck tomorrow, you will not find me. With folded hands, I bow down to you.